The college football experience, Louisville Cardinals 2025 season preview episode on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Yes, get up to $1,000 deposit match when you sign up at UnderdogFantasy.com with the promo code, our promo code TCE SGPN. And folks, remember as always to let it ride.
This is Brian Bosworth, aka The Boz, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride, brother. Peace out. Boz out.
Yes, yes, yes. Woo! Welcome. Welcome to the college football experience. Louisville Cardinals 2025 season preview episode. Oh boy. YouTube.com/the college experience as we continue on this journey of breaking out all 136 college football teams in the land. Shout out to the chat. Come be a part of the chat. YouTube.com/the college experience. Fill it up there. Shout out to all the folks in there. And also don't forget the deleted Dundee Nixon tapes that have coaching interviews, commissioner interviews that are only on iTunes and Spotify. So go check those out. We had no video available. So get on over there. As the chat's cracking me up right here. Love talking about the Louisville Cardinals, man. This is another one where I feel like if you've listened to us, well, actually that's impossible. If you had, before we were podcasting, if you listened to Drunken Talk by me and Patty C in, I don't know, 1998, then you'd probably would have heard stuff like, I told you, Cincinnati should be a Power 5. Now Louisville should be a Power 5, right? And look, they became a Power 5, and because I remember them at one point in the CUSA taking on my East Carolina Pirates, but they are now, obviously they've been in Power 5 conference for a long time now, and they have had Heisman Trophy winners. So excited to talk about them, and Jeff Brohm has got this program rolling, and we will talk about that and go game by game on the schedule and break down the roster and the state of the football program. But before we do that, you're probably listening to you're probably wondering who the hell you're listening to. My name is Colby Swigga, Database Dad, aka Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
I'm probably drinking too much and celebrating too much and not sleeping. Would have killed a normal man, but no, that's gone. The medical advice I got from that was like being hit by lightning. Pretend it never happened and get on with your life.
Is this the real quarterback you? When you consider Johnny fucking Unitas, Jeff Brohm, Brian Brohm, Browning Nagel, Chris Redman, Lamar Jackson. How about what's my guy? Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah.
LeVar Jackson, by the way. Why am I drawing a blank on that right now? Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson, right?
Yeah, I'm like, wait, did I say LeVar Jackson? Anyway. Well, look, I've been sleep deprived. I'm like, what the fuck did I just say? But it's just, you can make a case this is quarterback you. I am joined by my co-host, who is also the host of the college basketball experience, and boy, Louisville
got it going.
Oh yeah, you're back to where you're supposed to be, and I think this is a big year coming up. And when the season goes live in college hoops, we are live every single night, covering every single game on the college football and college basketball season. College basketball experience, college football experience merged together on YouTube, youtube.com/the college experience. Also check out the college baseball experience. Give it up for former staffer at Austin Peay with the Governors, South Carolina with the Gamecocks, and West Virginia with the Mountaineers, Ryan McIntyre, aka Moneyline Mac. How are you, man?
What's up, man? Yes, the chat is saying we look different at daytime. This is just what we look like when we're not 6 beers and 5 whiskeys in at 2:00 in the morning. So cheers, everybody. Let's talk some Cardinals.
Mac Sobriety left me with like, wait, Lamar Jackson or LeVar Jackson? If I'm hammered, I'm nailing that.
You go over there and take a shot of vodka.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, Johnny Unitas? Howard, what's his last name? Schellenborger. But look, that's part of sobriety. Trying to figure out the planet. Not when I'm drunk. When I'm drunk, I got everything mastered. All right. And look, speaking of mastered, Jeff Brohm. This is a guy who's come right in. Let's start this damn slideshow. Get over here, youtube.com/the college experience. I think the visual presentation is better than the audio presentation, but hey, I am sober. There we go. Jeff Brohm, man, 85-52 in his career as a college football coach. And man, I have a great sound drop on him somewhere on here. Do I have a pulse? Well, then let's play football. One of the best clips ever. I got to find that. But Coach Brohm, I've been one of his biggest supporters. If you go back and listen 8 years ago, when the Purdue thing was happening, well, Patty C disagreed with me, but I said, dude, that's a home run hire for Purdue. Yep. He took Purdue to the damn Big Ten championship. You look at his 2022, 8-5, 2023, 10-4, where I had Louisville going to the ACC championship. Thank you. You're welcome. And 9-4 last year. Where are you at with Coach Brohm?
I mean, you could put him up there as maybe the most underrated and underappreciated coach in college football. I mean, he's been consistent wherever he's been. Louisville, Purdue. He was great at Western Kentucky. I just want to know who at Louisville convinced Cincinnati to pay them to take Satterfield off their hands so they can bring Brohm back home. That person needs free unlimited drinks for the rest of their life. One of the biggest unfair rip-off trades in the history of college football. Well done,
I want a
Louisville.
30 for 30 on that. It's just close enough where some damn espionage was happening. Like something happened there where, you met at a steakhouse somewhere over there with your goddamn Skyline. What was in the Skyline chili? Because that's one of the biggest mysteries of all time. I mean,
How did they pull this off? I mean, somebody's got nude pictures of somebody. I mean, this is ridiculous. They got paid to hire Brohm. This is unbelievable. Well done.
Yeah, and this is one of the coaches that's coaching at his alma mater. Obviously, his dad's a coaching legend too in Louisville. His brother's the OC. I love that, man. I love that about college football. Is that just much like I said on the Belichick episode, where you have Belichick's grandfather, his godfather, Belichick, his two sons, all a part of Keenan Memorial Stadium in North Carolina football. The same can be said for the Brohms, with Louisville, Kentucky, and I think that's just nothing more American than that shit, man. And I still, another 30 for 30 I want is Papa John. Papa John the stadium was called Papa John Stadium. Then he said some horrible things because he's, there were signs that he was a pile of shit. There were signs that he was a pile of shit before when he complained about tax breaks, when he had like a house with 42 bedrooms and a moat, right? Like, dude, if you have a moat outside your house, please shut the fuck up on tax, questions or don't make any statements regarding, comparing yourself to basically the average American. But then, once he said these horrible things, they quickly changed the name. Shaq became the face of Papa John's, and Papa John, I got to give him his respect though, because he showed up to the Louisville, Kentucky basketball game. So he went from like a lifer at Louisville. Then he shows up decked out in Kentucky blue. What a great fucking power move. Yeah, you take my name off the stadium. You take my fucking name off the stadium. I'm showing up in blue. All right.
I love it. Only college sports, man. This is remember Louisville and Kentucky when the two guys got in the fist fight at the old folks' home?
Oh, that's great. I love it. This is why you don't need to watch pro sports. Old folks' home, a fist fight breaks out between people in their 90s or late 80s over the Kentucky Wildcats and the Louisville Cardinals. That's why college sports are the greatest thing ever. Yeah, Brohm though. To me, I think they're a real contender in the ACC this year. You look at the offense. Brian Brohm runs it. They were 9th in the country in scoring offense, 26th in pass offense, 33rd in rush offense, 13th in overall offense, and well, you got two awesome running backs back in Isaac Brown and Duke Watson. The receiving core, I think, is pretty loaded with Chris Bell and Collin Lacy and some of the guys they brought in. Only 2 of 5 back on the O line. I do think if you're circling that, and you're probably wondering, quarterback, what's going on? Well, don't worry, because Miller Moss once threw for like 10,000 touchdowns against Louisville in a bowl game in San Diego. Dude, this is who he wanted. You know what I mean? Out of all the quarterbacks out there, they got their guy. And I think he's going to flourish in Jeff Brohm's offense. So college fantasy players, you might want to draft him a little earlier than perhaps the websites are suggesting. The receivers, Dacari Collins coming in from NC State, Trayshawn Hurry from San Jose State, Bobby Golden from Akron, Terrence McWilliams from Minnesota. And yeah, Collins is probably going to start there. Davon Mitchell comes in from Oklahoma at the tight end spot. Jacob Stewart from San Jose State at the tight end spot, and CJ Jacobson from Utah at the tight end spot. Then on the O line, they load up. Offensive tackle Nair Jackson comes in from FIU. Mohamed Musa from Purdue. I'm sure Brown probably originally recruited him. Jordan Church from FAU. Michael Flores from Old Dominion, and McKylan Pounders from Mississippi State, as well as Carter Galamine. Is that Gillamine? Galam, yeah. From Illinois State. Galam. What do you make of this offense? Because I personally think they're going to be top 25 offense and maybe even better than 13th.
Yeah, I mean, we've just seen it with Brohm, whether it was his quarterbacks at Purdue, who's the guy with the Raiders, O'Connell, and then obviously the last couple of years at Louisville with 2 different quarterbacks. So I think Miller Moss is a perfect fit in his offense. I thought he kind of got the raw end of the deal out of Southern Cal. I think that honestly he's better than the guy that they got now. So. But yeah, I like Miller Moss. He showed flashes in his year plus at USC, and then they got a 1,100-yard rusher back. So this offense should roll. Top 25 offense. I agree with you.
Yeah, and the defensive side of the ball, Ron English and Mark Hagan, they got to work on the pass defense. But 56th in scoring defense, 100th in pass defense, 40th in rush defense, 64th in total defense. I feel like if they get ever to a top 50 defense, they will probably be in the college football playoffs to me, because they're always going to have like a top 20 offense. So like you mix that with a top 50 defense. They return just 3 starters: Jordan Garrard on the nose tackle spot, Stan Quan Clark linebacker, and TJ Quinn linebacker. They hit the portal heavy. Cleve Lubin from Coastal Carolina, great name. Justin Beatles from New Mexico State, Wesley Bailey from Rutgers, Denzel Lowry from Old Dominion, Kendrick Gilbert from Kentucky, disgusting. Jerry Lawson from Abilene Christian, all on the defensive line. Linebacker Caleb Perry comes in from Tennessee, and Darius Thomas from Western Kentucky. The tops. Secondary, they loaded up, man. You can tell that pass defense. Okay, we got to fix that. Jabari Mack from Rich Rod and Jacksonville State. Nigel Williams from New Mexico with Bronco Mendenhall. Rodney Johnson from Southern. Justin Agu from Louisiana. He was all conference, I believe, there. Safety Corey Gordon from Baylor. Joseph Jefferson from Western Michigan. And JoJo Evans from the airport. I mean, this is I think the one that the fans want to know. Like how much better can this defense be? Because that is going to be the blueprint on them potentially making the college football playoffs. I'm going to say they're going to improve a little bit, but I think that's going to be something we're going to monitor game by game, is how this defense is playing. But I'm going to say they're going to finish. I think they're not going to finish top 50, but I think slight improvement. How about you?
Yeah, I think the they'll be best in the trenches. I think can that secondary come together, right? Hagan and English have been with Brohm since Purdue. So they got a lot of nice staff continuity in this program. You can tell Brom's a loyal dude to his guys. So I think if they can be a bend but don't break defense too, just with that offense and being opportunistic, if they can force some turnovers and just get the ball back to the offense, I think they'll be 64th and middle of the pack. I kind of tend to agree there.
And it's a bummer. At ACC Media Days, the two guys I missed were Jeff Brohm and Mike Norvell. My 1-year-old son had a doctor's appointment, so I was late that day. So I missed it, talking to those two, which sucks because I wanted to talk to both of them.
That my favorite coach in the league, Brohm.
I know. I'm like, damn. Like next year. Yeah. We're gonna talk about the schedule, go game by game. Talk about the state of the program. But before we do that, I want to let you know that the College Football Experience is part of the Sports Gambling Podcast Network, and the Sports Gambling Podcast is doing another pack break with DAPS Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Pacific. Get your team now. These will be these will sell out. Go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/break and use the promo code SGP for 10% off. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/break. We're also brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Yes, Underdog Best Ball Mania is happening all summer long, giving away $15 million in prizes, including $2 million to first place. There's no waiver wire, no arguments about trades. Best ball's the best way to play fantasy football, folks. Underdog's also a great place to play pick'em, where you can win up to 500 times the amount of money you enter. So sign up, and when you do, sign up with our promo code TCESGPN to claim your special pick plus first time deposit offer up to $1,000 in bonus credits there. UnderdogFantasy.com, promo code TCESGPN. We're also brought to you by MyBookie.ag. MyBookie is your place to bet on every single summer sport: MLB, CFL, golf, WNBA, dildo colors, all that good stuff. And of course, college football and NFL futures. MyBookie accepts customers from a ton of different locations as well. You can easily deposit, get lightning fast payouts using crypto. So head on over to MyBookie.ag, and when you do, use our promo code TCESGPN for 100% deposit match up to $1,000. Terms and conditions apply, of course. That's MyBookie.ag, promo code TCESGPN. All right. Let's talk. I mean, Louisville has great fans. College baseball, college basketball, college football, they have great fans. And that has something to do with state of the program. As you can imagine, like the staff matters too, the Brohms, the roster, the quarterback play. I mean, every position really, but also the stadium, man. And this is I put Louisville Stadium because it was some credit thing, and we don't really honor that stuff here, but I do, learning the backstory. I'm going to say LNN Stadium, 27 years young. 27 years young, and I didn't realize it was built on the grounds of the former LNN train yard. So, okay.
Shout out to the chat, man. This is what's great about the show growing as much as it is. You learn something new every day.
No, that's key to know, because I read it as LNN Credit Union, and I was like, yeah. Okay, LNN Stadium, 27 years young. Let's go. I give this thing an 8 of 10, man. I like this stadium. Obviously, it's rather new. They used to play at what Cardinal Stadium or the Louisville Fairgrounds or whatever. It's a good looking stadium, man. And I've actually never been to this, man, but I've had friends that have gone, and they think, man, this is a really nice stadium. They added, you see that part that looks almost like a the top of that arrow, like almost like a king's helmet or something, or on the far end of that end zone. That's something that I think is pretty new. They have great fans. They do. Yeah. So the far left right here, left. That's something that I think is somewhat new. It's a good stadium, man. And look right there, exactly where I'm talking about. That's an interesting decision to go with that style of, it stands out. I'll say that. What are you giving this thing, 1 to 10?
I'll stick with the 8 as well. I think it's solid. Seats 60,000. You mentioned not going to a game. They do have 2 Friday home games this year, one of them being Clemson. Yeah, I got to get, I think the KFC Yum Center is right around the corner too. So, yeah, they got great fans. They care, and they've played a lot of meaningful games at this stadium, and it rocks. I mean, they pack it in there, and it gets jumping in there. I love that.
Notre Dame found out a couple years ago, man, with Sam Hartman. Yeah. They got a Johnny Unitas statue, as they should. You know, I think they have a Lamar Jackson statue too. I could be wrong. Yeah, they do a good job. This is when they were building that. But man, it's a good looking stadium. 8 of 10 right there. Get yourself out. You know, look, for the Ville, it says America's College City. There we go. All right. What are you doing? Get out to a game at L&N Stadium. I don't give a shit where you're at. Get out to a game, support live college football. It's the best. That all has to do with the state of the program, though, man. And they have good fans, and it looks like a fire stadium, man. I got to get out there. Like I need a pair of those overalls too that are red and black like that.
Yes.
I feel like Appalachian State does that too. There's like 3 or 4 schools that do that. Does West Virginia do that? Like the striped overalls there? Yeah.
They got a couple guys in the section of the corner. Yeah, it's I
think that's a growing movement. I could be full of shit, but I think that's a growing movement. Oh, look at Snell, Howard Snellenberry. He ain't putting up with your bullshit. We need coaches on the sidelines that are still rocking the shirt and tie. It's disappointing because I know South Dakota's Bob Nielsen retired this past year. He rocked the shirt and tie. There's not many left. Cristobal used to do it when he was at FIU. But he stopped.
Chris and your vote if he went back to that.
Yeah, he would win me over. We just need it. Look, I like college football. How you can have Biff Poggi, who looks like he just came out of like a Hooters, right? With like his cut off sleeve, like he just did some construction in the morning. Yeah. And then just had some wings and like a couple pitchers of beer. I love the variants. And then you can have a guy dressed like this who ain't putting up with your bullshit. We need to bring that back though. Difference is a good thing, folks. We got to stop copying each other so much. Shout out to Howard Snellenberger. May he rest easy. State of the Louisville program. I have it as an 8 of 10. All you need is that ACC championship or college football playoff berth. And I think it'll ignite that city even more. And I think more NIL dollars will come in. And I think they have a coach that has no desire to leave. And I think he's one of the best coaches in college football. So I want to see it get to 10 though. I think Louisville could win national championships in college football, man. I really believe that. So that's the only thing that's lacking is like playoff runs and national championships. And it can happen. What are you giving this thing?
We agree. 8. I mean, last year they finished 9-4. All 4 losses were by 1 score. So they were pretty close to getting back to that ACC championship if they just got on the right side or got a call in a specific game.
They went into Clemson and whooped their ass. Oh yeah, in a call. You're right. The Miami game. I'm with you, man. Look, we're going to talk about the schedule, but before we do that, I want to let you know that Circa Millions and Circa Survivor is our sponsor here. Look, the world's greatest sportsbook, Circa Las Vegas, is hosting the world's biggest pro football contest, Circa Millions, Circa Survivor, and Circa Grandissimo, with over $21 million in guaranteed prizes. You can't call yourself a true DJ if you're not competing in the Circa football contest. And by the way, shout out to the state of Kentucky. Mac, that's where we got to go. There's a brand new Circa in Kentucky. I'm drawing a blank on, I believe it's the southern part of Kentucky.
Right above Nashville.
I got to find the town here. It is in Franklin, Kentucky. Get yourself out there now. Brand new Circa Sportsbook at the Mint Kentucky Downs. Open every day from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. So get out there to that. But yeah, the Circa contests are great. Come out to Vegas and hang out with us at that Circa. The SGPN crew will be there Circa contest weekend, August 21st to August 23rd. It's an amazing weekend, and the College Football Experience crew will be live week 0 games covering, obviously the Farmageddon matchup in Dublin, but also little brother, Western Kentucky's hosting Sam Houston State. We will have in-depth stuff for all of the games, even the FCS games. Live shows, open bars, plus we're going to get you 15% off the Circa Stay in Vegas with the promo code SGP15. And look, the contests are open to everyone. Sign up in Nevada, play from anywhere with the help of SGPN's official proxy. Go to footballcontest.com and use the promo code SGP to get $50 off those proxy fees. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. Yes, Rhythm's power trends are now called smart signals. These smart signals, man, they're fire. We're sending out smokestacks. All right. Just absolute fire. These are AI detected patterns where Rhythm model has consistently won and has a very high ROI. Think like a strikeout prop that wins 59% of the time when the line and win probability hit a certain range. The MLB smart signals are crushing it. Mike Trout, Giancarlo Stanton are a combined 14-0 on smart signals, recommending their unders. WNBA smart signals, All-Star break, 27 or since All-Star break, 27-16 on smart signals with a 23.36% ROI. They are cooking, folks. Download the Rhythm app, check out smart signals, and start betting smarter. You know damn well we will be. Get your free 7-day trial period today. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That's RITHMM. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. All right, we are back. And we are talking the upcoming season, which I love the FCS matchup. Week 1, the Colonels of Eastern Kentucky are coming in to L&N Cardinal Stadium and taking on these Louisville Cardinals. Look, this is one that makes sense. This is a 98-year-old rivalry. Now, Louisville will win this, but I just love this game on the schedule. If you're going to do an FCS, this is the one it should be. This or Murray, right? What are you doing here?
Want to know. But yeah, I mean, EKU is not a bad FCS, but yeah, want to know.
Yeah. Week 2, an old FCS that has come up to the FBS, dominating the Sun Belt Conference and also pretty much making the college football playoffs at Indiana.
Yeah.
With their entire team transferring over there. They also are putting some major money behind their athletics, meaning their football program. I don't know that they're going to be a mid-major that long. JMU, Louisville got them a couple years ago. This is a good matchup. I will take Louisville, but I do think I'm curious what this line will be because I might jump on these Dukes to keep it interesting. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I it's a Friday night. I think that place should be jumping. I don't think JMU really sneaks up on teams anymore in terms of like looking past them. They've won enough big games now.
They scored 70 points on North Carolina last year.
Correct.
At North Carolina's house.
That's all Brohm has to do is put that film on. So yeah, 2-0 headed into the bye.
Yeah, I'm with you. Then we have the bye week there. Shout out. Look at Johnny U. Legend. Look at that football. We got to start bringing those back, right? What the hell is that around this? Then Eddie George. Love Eddie George, man. He's coming in. I can't believe they never played before. Bowling Green is heading to Louisville, Kentucky to take on the Cards. I got him 3-0. Bowling Green, it's year 1. I'm very curious to see how fast Eddie George can get that thing going. But I got him 3-0 here. I think JMU is actually the scarier game of the 3.
I agree. 3-0.
Then after that, they head to a place where they have had a very tough time.
Remember 2 years ago when they picked them off?
Yeah, all you needed was that rain. And that rainfall. I saw that rainfall and I said, yeah, they're losing this game.
Yeah.
Look, they've been playing since 1976. But when I look at this, so 38-21 the last time. Like, when is the last? So they got them in 2012. That was pre-Narduzzi. Was the last time Louisville won in there. And really, damn, dude, I'm looking at the history of this thing.
They own them there. And
yeah.
Pitt's going to buy. And Pitt's going to lose the brawl. So they're going to be coming off a loss. Get a jab in there.
I think I'm taking Pitt, man. Yeah, I like that. I like that.
I'm already looking at their schedule.
I'll take Pitt. This is Pitt has a physicality that I think fucks with Louisville personally.
Yeah.
Like, now this is still very much winnable for Louisville. Very much winnable. It's just Pitt has a track record of fucking them up. And one of the things they play at that Heinz Stadium where the grass is tall, I think that slows down the speed of Louisville. And then, Pitt loves to muck it up. So I'll take Pitt as a first loss for Louisville.
Reluctantly, I'll take Pitt. I took Pitt against them 2 years ago. I knew that Narduzzi was gonna have
Well, I don't get bring the head cold, but they're
so yes, then so we got them 3-1.
Yeah.
Then the Wahoos are coming into Cardinal Stadium. This is a loss for Virginia. 4-1. I feel pretty confident that Louisville's going to get them. I mean, look, Virginia's actually spending a little bit in football, so I'm intrigued about the future. However, it's just a bad spot, especially off a loss. So 4-1. Give me the Cards to get that dub.
Yeah, I agree. 4-1. Virginia ain't winning there.
Then after that, you get another bye. Do you like having the 2 byes this early?
No. I like that. I like that second bye, early November. Get healthy, and then for the stretch run. But this is a little premature, in my opinion, because now they got to play 7 games in a row in 7 weeks.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson. That game was incredible. Schnellenberger Bowl. I do like the bye before this, but I have them going into Hard Rock Stadium. Should be the Orange Bowl. I have Louisville winning this. I think they're better, and I also think they're going to have some of that crowd.
Yeah, they won there 2 years ago, and last year this is a Friday night game, and last year they should have beat them in Louisville. We're getting Brohm and Cristobal both off bye weeks. I'll take Brohm with extra time to prep.
Oh yeah.
Yep,
That's a good point. That's a very good point.
5-1.
Yeah, 5-1. Then Boston College and Chestnut Bill come to town. I'll take Louisville, but I am a little bit like, if you beat Miami, who's top 10.
Yeah.
You come home, you've been drinking Maker's Mark. I could just see a fun week of activities at the local bars. But give me a win. They're going to eke this thing out. I'll definitely take Boston College in the points here, though.
Yeah, I think this could be a tricky spot just because O'Brien's a good coach. But I'll go 6-1. 6-1.
Yeah, I'm with you. 6-1. Then a trip to Blacksburg. They have never played at Virginia Tech since joining the ACC over a decade ago. How the fuck's that possible?
This league is such a joke.
How's that possible? You didn't go to 17 teams until just last year. I'm so confused. This is dangerous, man.
The Hokies are going to get him. They haven't seen that Sandman in that Stadium Rock. Give me Virginia Tech. Louisville.
Is Pry coaching this game?
I actually am higher on Tech, I think, than most people headed in this year. I think they fell on their face with high expectations. Now they're flying under the radar. And one thing about Brohm, they've dropped some games that they should not have dropped over the last 2 years as decently sized favorites.
You're talking about that Stanford game that was crazy.
Yeah. Or the Pitt game 2 years ago.
Yeah.
They're like a 14-point favorite.
Well, the Pitt game, I believe Weather had a big, he likes to air it out a lot. And if you're telling me you're going to get some weather, which could be here in Blacksburg, you know what? I'm with you. Give me the Hokies to pull it upset. I don't feel very good about it because I just don't know if Brent Pry will be coaching this game. And then it makes me interested. Like, you got a lot of transfers. Could you quit like Florida State style? It is very much on the table, but I'll take the shot. It's a cold ass place. It's sneaky cold. A lot of people don't know how cold that place gets. So I will join you. Give me the Hokies. Second loss.
Yep.
Then after the Hokies, the California Golden Bears come to town. This will be a win for Louisville. As much as Riverboat Ron Rivera and Justin Wilcox are now on the same page, I think this game is stupid. Look, I mean, just Cal at Louisville. It's like, what are we doing? But anyway, I'll take. I think Louisville will put it on them. So there you go. What are you doing here?
7-2. I'm with you.
Then
Friday night.
Oh boy, Clemson's not winning this game, dude. Big game. Brohm is a real thing.
And home dog spot, yeah. Louisville's
big game. Brohm is a real fucking thing. Go back to Purdue, man. You let that be a ranked team coming in like that. Goodbye. I'm all over the Cards here.
Yeah. Dabo said the other day that they could go 16-0. No, they're not going 16-0 because they're going to lose in Louisville.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Give me,
I feel pretty damn good about this, man.
it's a short week too.
Yeah.
Clemson's
That place
not
is going
off
to
a bye.
burn down. They're going to storm the field this game. Storm watch. Let's go. Storm that fucking field. Ooh.
SMU's off a bye week too, by the way. It's a loss. I can't give them a win at SMU after Clemson.
That is tricky. But you know what?
Revenge?
Give me a dub. Let's go, bro. Right?
You want to get them so bad into that ACC championship.
Oh yeah, let's go. I mean, honestly, this is probably them going to the ACC championship. They have to win this game.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I think it's such a tricky game because SMU might be in the same exact spot.
Yep.
And you need to know some of the drama. Like if SMU is in that spot where if they win, they're in. I kind of like SMU's chances, but I'm going to say SMU is going to be a game back. Give me Louisville to get this dub.
I'm going with the Ponies. I think they beat them back to back.
It's a great game. I do like this edition. This is a great game.
Yeah. Both good fan bases and both are exciting to watch.
Well, and they're both, with all due respect, they both kind of have a little bit of scumbag to them that I like.
Blood
money. What I mean? Yeah, that blood money. They're like they'll buy some prostitutes. You know what I mean? Yeah, give me that win. And then we got a rivalry game. Kentucky, Louisville. What is this? Governor's Cup. Man, I cannot take Kentucky. I think this is Stoops' final year. So yeah.
How funny would it be if Stoops this is final game and he beats Louisville on the way out on the road and ruins their season?
Yeah, and dude, they just hired away their top guy, Vince Morrow.
Oh, give me Kentucky in the points, but I think Louisville wins a close one. I think Kentucky is going to come to play this game if it really is Stoops' final game.
Yeah, we're going to need to know once again
the drama.
Yeah. But I'm on the Cards. I got the Cards 10-2. Do I really? The win total is 8.5. Hit that over. Miller Moss got to stay healthy though. Plus 7,500 to win the national championship. Plus 750 to win the ACC. Plus 360 to make the CFP. Ooh. Let's go back and look at this thing from a bird's eye view because we're both on the over. You're 9-3, right?
Yeah, and it's more so I just like the returning production at the running back. I think Miller Moss is pretty good. I've seen him be good with Shuck and Plummer and then O'Connell at Purdue. But their road schedule's hard as shit, man. I think they're not playing in any non-lit environment outside of Miami, but even Miami, they're talented.
Yeah, and by the way, I missed the road spots here, so ignore the white. The road trips are at Pitt, at Miami, at Virginia Tech, at SMU. But they host, I don't know, dude. Like to me, if they beat Pitt week 5 at Pitt, I see a fucking I think you can as long as they stay healthy, I think they'll be in the ACC championship then. Yeah.
That Pitt game is a big game for the ACC because you're really high on Pitt coming into the year. I know we do them next week. But that game could be a tiebreaker game if Pitt is as good as everybody thinks they're going to be with all that returning production. So, and that's been a house of horrors for Louisville there.
I like getting them early because, the further you get in the season, the more the chance of cold, and Louisville, as much as we want to say, they are kind of a finesse team. So, man, that game is underrated. Good, but I like their chances at 10. I mean, honestly, what is the ceiling? What is the ceiling?
Tricky though.
Is 11-1 the ceiling?
Yeah, because I don't think they have enough to go 12-0, but I think they could go 11-1.
I think they could go 11-1 too.
Yeah, if they avoid getting tripped up at Tech and Pitt, and maybe they drop either Clemson or SMU or even Miami, one of those 3 games. Yeah, 11-1, I think. And then what do you think the floor is? 6-6?
Floor is what? Lost to Pitt, lost to Miami. That's 2. Virginia Tech 3, Clemson 4, SMU 5. I just can't. I don't think Kentucky's any good this year. I'm gonna say 7-5 was the
7-5.
floor. Yeah,
That's usually Brohm's floor. I mean, he's a damn good coach. So yeah, 7-5. This is a good team. You taking that plus 750 to win the ACC?
I will dabble on that. Now, I think that's the way to do it, because I think there is a world if they beat Clemson. Everyone's high on Clemson. What if Clemson loses? You've seen it. You've seen it in the Big Ten. What conference has the second most teams? It's the ACC with 17. Mm-hmm. I do think there is a world where Clemson gets into the playoffs where they don't play in the ACC championship because of a loss. Because of a loss at Louisville. Louisville would have the tiebreaker perhaps, and then Louisville could end up playing, I don't know, one of these teams that you're not thinking here, like Chapel Bill. Who knows how good that team is? The schedule is very kind, and there would be no tiebreaker there. Same with obviously Pitt, SMU, I think are contenders. Miami's a contender just based off their talent alone. Who the hell knows with Florida State? I think Duke's a contender. I think Duke can get to the ACC championship.
Virginia's got that nice schedule.
Yeah, that one's a little. I mean, you never know with the schedule. You saw I would be a little bit surprised if Virginia got there, but I think they could be a bowl team.
Yeah. And to your point with Clemson, everybody's shooing them in. Their road spots are at Georgia Tech. They could lose that. At North Carolina, they could lose that. Even at Boston College with Bill O'Brien, that's tricky. And
that's
then
what I'm saying.
They could lose two of those games.
Watch Clemson go 10-2, 2 losses being in conference. Louisville has the tiebreaker. Louisville plays in the ACC championship, and they play against somebody. I don't know. Like I said, one of those schools I just mentioned: Miami, Florida State, Pitt, SMU, North Carolina, or Duke.
Yeah.
Welcome to college football. I can't wait for the season, though, man. I think if you're a Louisville fan, you should be excited. This could be a playoff team. I really believe that. And you get to the playoffs. You let Brohm have multiple weeks to scheme up. Watch out.
Let's go.
A guy on like 2 weeks, honestly, from a coaching point of view, like he's a top 10 coach as far as scheming up shit. Like, remember when Purdue dropped like 55 on Ohio State? Purdue.
Yes.
That's how good of a coach he is.
Prime time. They keep ranks off him. I don't think they've put Ohio State back in West Lafayette since.
They were nervous about that.
In Iowa City. And notice how they got the Ohio State got the shit kicked out of him in Iowa and Purdue. They never put him back on the schedule. They're like, all right, good, give him Northwestern.
Yeah, I think Brohm, you give him time, man. He can really he's a very good coach. All right, look, we will be back tonight talking Army Black Knight football, talking New Mexico Lobo football, and Illinois Fighting Illini football. So, and I'm on VSiN talking college football, talking FCS on VSiN, FCS national championship talk, and some Heisman Trophy stuff on VSiN tonight. YouTube.com/The College Experience. Hit that like and subscribe button, folks. And I put together a nice slideshow honoring the history of Louisville football on the way out here. YouTube.com/The College Experience. Till next time, folks. Give Moneyline Mac a follow on Twitter at Moneyline_Mac. I'm on Twitter at DColBD. The College Football Experience is on Twitter at TCE on SGPN. Brohm, I missed the interview, man. My apologies. Next year, I can't wait to talk to you and break down that magical playoff run with these Louisville Cardinals. Let's go to that Clemson game. What are we doing? Till next time, folks. This is the College Football Experience, a Louisville Cardinal edition. You better start thinking about yours. And we out of here.
Mailbox 1. Let's get 1.
I'm not saying I'm impossible to outsmart my body and soul, or nothing without heart. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outrun my body and soul, or nothing without love. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outdo my body and soul, or nothing without truth. And I'm not saying it's impossible, but you're nothing without yourself. We're the obsession to be a part of that, started that. Mind over matter don't matter in the market. I've seen much smarter cats have heart attacks. Largely cause leaders need lambs to be lethargic. Match wits with the half-wit phantom. I don't need jumper cables or mic cords to analyze an analytical anthem. Between my engine pumping the life force. Force field for your grip on the grievance. Still gonna feel unchallenged and bored stiff. So arrange the pieces to prepare cohesive. All the hard work will go largely ignored if your hands are covered with post-its and paper cuts. You need to have your voice in the vice grip. The one who made it famous ain't the one who made it up. You don't get overtime just for working the night shift.
I'm taking a piss right now. It's like
I'm not saying I'm impossible to outsmart mind, body, and soul, or nothing without heart. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outrun mind, body, and soul, or nothing without love. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outdo mind, body, and soul, or nothing without truth. And I'm not saying it's impossible, but you're nothing without yourself. Every time I close my eyes, I'm taken to the same place, a playing field, and every contestant's got the game face. Everybody's yelling, you ought to play it safe. Make sure them shoes are tied and ankles tape. Shake the cobweb, hit the ground running. This is how cunning I can get with the footwork. You're doing it right, well, it shouldn't hurt. Flirt with greatness, still I run the famous. Nice high heels, I got mics for spikes. Trampling the home team and the turf for life. For the few fleet of foot, too fast for me. I fear none, cause I run and ignore the pig. Of feet by the tree that are fast asleep. In love with the game, you adore the head. I believe in achievement. My soul isn't rewarded just cause it sees a goal and moves toward it. I'm not saying I'm impossible to outsmart my body and soul, or nothing without heart. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outrun my body and soul, or nothing without love. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outdo my body and soul, or nothing without truth. And I'm not saying it's impossible, but you're nothing without yourself. Conspiracy theories, gotta love them clearly. Nothing's more entertaining than entertaining a query. Just a word to the wise and the weary. Recognize the authors of reality and theory. Theoretically, I could have won Scribble Jam. In reality, I lost to a legend. Theoretically, I'm best friends with Uncle Sam. In reality, I've never even met him. Now one day my potential may become reputation. Until then, I'm still a work in progress. I suggest you question what I'm saying. If anything, to become familiar with the process. My agenda may suit your needs. When I say your Bill of Rights has been ripped to shreds, but if it defends what you believe, hold dear to your truths and scream fuck seeds. I'm not saying I'm impossible to outsmart my body and soul, or nothing without heart. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outrun my body and soul, or nothing without love. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outdo my body and soul, or nothing without truth. And I'm not saying it's impossible, but you're nothing without yourself.